All right, let's talk about something we all struggle with, procrastination. That feeling of being totally stuck. But what if the solution wasn't about more willpower? What if it was actually about physics? Today, we're going to break down a super simple, powerful trick to get you moving on any goal. Let's dive in.
So let me ask you this. Do you ever just stare at a project or a blank document or even a messy room and feel completely frozen? Just totally paralyzed before you've even made a single move? Yeah, if that sounds familiar, trust me, you are in good company. What's happening there is our brain sees the entire task all at once, and it just looks like this massive, impossible mountain we have to climb. It's so overwhelming that our first reaction is just, nope, not today. I'll think about that tomorrow. So what is actually going on inside our heads when we get that feeling? Let's really dig into the psychology behind being stuck. It really all boils down to a super simple concept from high school physics: inertia. Remember that? An object at rest tends to stay at rest. Well, it turns out our minds work almost the exact same way when we're facing a new goal. So this mental inertia, it creates this huge psychological wall, this resistance. Just the thought of getting started feels like trying to push a giant boulder up a steep hill. That first push, it's the hardest part, and it's exactly what our brain is trying to avoid. But here's the good news. If inertia is the problem, then physics also gives us the solution. It's opposite, momentum. This is the whole key. This is the framework we're going to use to beat procrastination for good. Let's just put these two states side by side. It's pretty clear, right? With inertia, you're stuck, you're at rest, the resistance feels sky high, and you tend to stay that way. But once you have momentum, you're already in motion, resistance plummets, and your natural tendency is to keep going. Our whole goal is just to jump from that first column to the second one.
So here it is. This is the secret sauce. You don't conquer that mountain in one go. The entire strategy is just to build a little bit of momentum. And you do that through small, almost laughably easy wins. And that brings us to the actual practical tool. It's a method I like to call the 5-minute first step, and it is designed to do just one thing: create that tiny initial spark of momentum you need. It's got 4 dead simple rules. First, you identify the absolute tiniest possible first step. I'm not talking write the report, I'm talking open a new document. Second, you set a timer for just 5 minutes. That's it. Anyone can do anything for 5 minutes. Third, for those 5 minutes, get rid of distractions. Close your tabs, put your phone away. And fourth, and this is the most important one, let go of perfection. The goal is just to move, not to create a masterpiece. And I mean, look at how small we're talking here. Your first step isn't to write the whole report. It's literally just to open the document and give it a title. It's not about acing the test, it's about doing the first 3 math problems even if you get them wrong. That's it. That's the entire starting point. So why does this tiny, almost silly little action actually work so well? Well, it's not really about the action itself. It's all about the chain reaction it kicks off inside your brain. Think of that first step like tipping over the first domino in a long line. It sends this incredibly powerful signal to your brain that says, hey, we're doing this. We are officially in motion now. That one tiny action is all it takes to break the spell of inertia. And here's what that looks like in real time. You commit to just 5 minutes, right? But then something amazing happens. You look up and 10 minutes have passed, and that feeling of resistance, it's just gone. And before you know it, it's been 20 minutes and you are deep in it. Momentum has totally taken over. This kicks off this incredible positive feedback loop. A little momentum leads to a little success. That success builds your confidence. And once your confidence grows, that huge, impossible mountain, well, it starts to look a lot more like a manageable hill. Okay, so we've covered the why and the how. Now comes the only part that really matters, putting it into action. It's your turn. I want you to think about it right now. What is that one thing that's been hanging over your head? That thing you keep pushing to tomorrow? Get it in your mind right now. Is it an email, a phone call, a workout? And here is the most freeing part of this whole thing. You do not have to worry about finishing it. You don't even have to think about step 2. Your only job, your only mission is to focus on that one tiny 5-minute first step. So that's it. This is your call to action. I want you to take that 5-minute first step you just thought of, and I want you to do it right now. And hey, if you want a little accountability, drop your first step goal in the comments below. You'd be amazed how powerful it is to just say it out loud.
You can also find a link for a free template to help you out. Thanks for being here. Now go get started.